Hello, fellow Bible followers, and welcome to day 10 of 50 days of Genesis. Today I want to do something slightly different. I want to talk about paradoxes and ambiguities in the Bible. And of course, it relates to chapter 10 of Genesis. So, let's admit it. The Bible has many ambiguities and many paradoxes. You can't ignore them. Oh, well, you can ignore everything you want, but it's obvious that they are there. And if we believe that everything in the Bible is for purpose, these ambiguities and paradoxes are there on purpose as well. Why are they there? Because ambiguities and paradoxes force us to think about what we read. If somebody tells you it's blue, you say it's blue, okay, you accept it, and you don't think about it anymore. There is no spiritual progress in answers. On the other hand, if somebody tells you it's not really blue, what color it is, then you start thinking about it. You disagree with it, but it doesn't leave your mind. That's when spiritual growth happens. So the Bible gives us many opportunities. It gives us paradoxes. It gives us things that we do not agree with, that we don't understand with. That's what Zen does. Buddhists said, they let you answer the unanswerable because that changes your mind. So I'm not going in chapter 10 to solve a paradox. I just want to show you one and let you contemplate and meditate upon it. So, just to remind you, Noah, his wife, his family, the animals left the ark. They're back in the world. And now in chapter 10, we're talking about, the chapter talks about all the generations that came after Noah, his descendants who created the world. Remember, the story of Babylon, of the Tower of Babylon, or some call it the Tower of Babel, comes only in chapter 11. So we are now in chapter 10, before the Tower of Babel. Genesis 10, verse 5. מאלו נפרדו יהיה הגויים בארצותם, איש ללשונו, למשפחותם בגוייהם. And then we'll jump to verse 31. אלה בני שם למשפחותם, ללשונותם בארצותם לגוייהם. So let's translate it. They're talking about the descendants of Noah, and they say, מאלו נפרדו יהיה הגויים. From these ones, the islands of the nations came out. Goyim is nations. And they're talking about the islands of Crete, the islands of Greek. Be'artzotehem, to their countries. Ish leleshono, they separated every man to his own tongue, to his own language. Lemishpachotehem, to their own family. Begoyehem, to their own nations. And chapter 31, Ele bnei Shem, these are the sons of Shem. Lemishpachotehem, to their families. Leleshonotam, to their languages, to their tongues. Be'artzotam, in their countries, legoyehem, to their nations. So, if you remember, in the next chapter, we'll talk about the Tower of Babel. And the Tower of Babel says that until then, everybody spoke the same language. The Tower of Babel came, and God mixed the languages, and they couldn't understand each other. Here we are before the Tower of Babel, and we said that they separated already to the languages. So, there are many ways of understanding it. Maybe the Bible is not in chronological order. Maybe the Bible gives us prelude to what's going to happen later. You might interpret it in many different ways, but you can't read it simply. You can't claim there is no paradox here. You have to start thinking about it, contemplating. Did languages exist before the Tower of Babel or after the Tower of Babel? There is no one answer. Nobody knows the one answer if it exists. It forces you to get involved. If you want to know the answer, you have to think about it. And the answer you get today might be very different to the answer you're going to get tomorrow. And you'll never know which one is the right answer. But every time you read it, you will discover something new that you didn't see the day before. And this is how spiritual growth starts. If you want to hear more about Genesis, hear more insight, interpretations, the unusual ones normally, please subscribe to this channel, 50 Days of Genesis. And don't forget to leave a comment with the hashtag 50 Days of Genesis. So I know that we are in this all together. And if you want to learn more, please look at the first video, Day 0, that will explain to you what it is that we are trying to do here. Have a blessed day.